It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Hope y'all ready for this one, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Back to the air one more time. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now, faking the give. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10, and he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. It really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And he's in for the score. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point is good. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. At the 43-yard line. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 5. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards out. His kick is good. And the visitors are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. He'll try the right side this time. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the visitors are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They send the tight end in motion. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Back to the air one more time. That one taken in. Touchdown. Point after, coming up here. It's up and through. And the visitors are on top. It's now 10-7.
Our home team, 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's their punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That one incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
3rd and 5. He's got a man. That's complete. That is catch number 60 for the season.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Has a touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the visitors will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A pickup there of 13, and that will be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's into traffic, but taken in. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to run it. Now a timeout for injury. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff Going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Quick throw, taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. A pair of 1st downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. That'll be caught along the sideline. Good work there. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They get 25 on that connection. That's enough for a 1st down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we have reached the intermission in what is right now a 13-point game as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach, John. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. So now this team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
They're all set to punt this one away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. This team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the visitors will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man, right side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Moving the tight end right. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Throwing right, it's taken in. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Second down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 19-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
And 2 at the 3-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw yet again. To the goal line and in for the touchdown. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The man in motion is Watson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Inside the 25. And he's into the end zone yet again for the score. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with a run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Makes the score. Visitors 30. Our home team 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. A handoff here, up the middle, and he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a give up the middle, and he's going to be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This one complete right side. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Up the middle they go. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And now the punting unit will come up as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Over the top. He's got it. Has a touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll throw out of the gun. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, but just as importantly, stop the clock.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field. Simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Throwing now from the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here is 2nd and 7. Going right sideline and complete. He is in for the touchdown. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and his guys have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He fields it at the 8. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Watson. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.